Kia ora, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week at everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock with news the global economy's track is no clearer today. First up, the US Central Bank kept its key policy rate unchanged at 4.5% for a third consecutive meeting, and that was in line with expectations. They're keeping their wait-and-see approach, but watching to see if the tariff taxes drive up inflation and slow economic growth. They say they still see expanded economic activity despite signs net exports are volatile. So far, they haven't seen the jobless rate move and labour market conditions remain solid. But they are seeing elevated inflation and they foresee risks of higher unemployment and higher inflation. Across the Pacific, in China, their central bank said it will cut its reserve requirement ratio by 50 basis points, injecting about $1 trillion of liquidity into their domestic economy. But the cut won't come until May the 15th and will then be the first reserve ratio cut in 2025. They also said they will lower the rate on their 7-day reverse repurchase agreements by 10 basis points to 1.4% effective today. This is the first cut in this key policy rate since September 2024 and could lead to cuts in market and other regulatory rates. In the EU, there were no surprises in their March retail sales volume data, holding flat again. However, there was positive data out of Germany, where factory orders rose 3.6% in March from February, well above market expectations of a 1.3% gain, and putting behind it February's lacklustre result. It was their strongest increase since December, with broad-based gains across sectors. Separately, the OECD said global trade in fake goods reached almost $500 billion in the latest data they have, which was for 2021, posing risks to consumer safety and compromising intellectual property rights. The breakdown in trade cooperation since then won't have lessened the problem. The US Treasury 10-year yield was at 4.28%, down 3 basis points from this time yesterday after the Fed announcement. And the price of gold will start today at $3,384 an ounce, down $30 from yesterday. And oil prices are firmer today, up 50 cents, just on $58.50 a barrel in the US, while the international Brent price is now just under $61.50 a barrel. And the Kiwi dollar is now at 59.7 US cents, down 30 basis points from yesterday. Against the Aussie, were unchanged at 92.5 Australian cents. Against the euro, we're down 20 basis points to 52.6 euro cents. That all means our trade weighted index starts today at just on 67.8 and down 20 basis points. You can get more news about the economy in New Zealand from interest.co.nz. Kia ora, I'm David Chaston, and we'll do this again tomorrow.